Good morning. You can probably, see my computer is on and it works. Like theoretically it works, I guess. I was thinking about it when in the graphics card or whenever I plug the graphics card in, I'm like, couldn't be like 100%. I was like, well, because the fan turned on at first and then the fan didn't turn on, and I'm like, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I can't tell myself, but yeah, I don't know. Work was it was okay. I didn't want to go in obviously again today. Um, this desk, if someone paid $450 for this, or if you even paid $250 for an Arazi Arena gaming desk, I feel bad for you. Now, number one, um, the instructions suck. Bad instructions. I forgot the mics here. I don't know why I'm even talking over there. The instructions are absolute dog water. If you were curious. So, hold on. The instructions are absolute dog water. I can't even do this because I'm using my phone currently to do you. Yeah. So, yeah, the instructions sucked. At one point, I almost had to like undo a ton of stuff and redo it, and then I just had to sit there and think about it like, well, no, you can just take off the bracket on each side and then just re-bolt it on. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll do that. I didn't make it, I was far enough in that I would have lost like a half hour or something. It took me like 2.5, 3 hours. Like, I didn't get mad at it. I didn't get like, I was just like, alright, this is kind of janky and whatever. And I put it together slowly. And then after I finally got it all put together today, you know when you have a quality product, when you need a hammer to just kind of like, tighten it up because, well, it's three pieces. They didn't really sit together super well and they weren't like super level. Not that it kind of mattered about the levelness thing because, I only need my arm on one side and it just, yeah. So it's not great, but I use my jeans. Well, I mean, this technique is a great technique. The desk itself is not great. I mean, it works. I laid on top of it before I hit it with the hammer, but after I hit it with the hammer, it's a lot more stable. Well, and just in general, because it was like a little gap, maybe a little bit, so you could actually still see where the pins were connecting. Like there's little pins on each side. So I had to wait till the daytime, even though I really didn't want to go to sleep. I was up till like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And then I just grabbed my jeans, got my hammer out of my car, and then just hit it, pop, 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 down the side, pop, 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 down the side, and then just to kind of like get it again, because the middle was kind of sank in a little bit more than everything else, just kind of, I kind of just went around it, you know what I mean, with a little hammer and, a t-shirt or jeans or just something that like, you're not gonna just destroy the edge of it. I did kind of dent the edge in one spot, and I'm like, oh, I don't even know how I did that, but it's all good. It's it's sturdy, and the other thing too is like there's not even anything on it. Like I have just the one monitor, and I think it was cool, like the RGB and stuff in the back. It's so extra, but I'm extra, so I kind of like it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm in love with the monitor for whatever reason because it's Alienware, and I've always wanted an Alienware laptop for like, I don't know, like 15 years or so, like so long. I wanted an Alienware thing, and I never had one, so I don't know. And the PC, turned on. Everything was fine. Like at first, like I plugged everything in, and then I'm like, I turned on the button to turn it on. I'm like, oh, it's not turned on. And then I just kept like, I had to press like the actual power button for it. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, there we go. But yeah, I assume everything works. I'm just gonna start downloading and installing stuff. This desk, like I said, the desk took like 3 hours for me to put together last night. Like I had to like work on the desk like a lot last night. I broke down my computer and stuff, and it's just sitting in there on my coffee table. And then my table's in there, and I didn't reorganize the room or do anything. Got to get rid of some boxes, get rid of some trash. Most people aren't working tomorrow, but The one guy asked me, he was like, "Hey, you want to come in and just like sweep up and blow stuff off with the air gun?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want to come in tomorrow and make 175 dollars or whatever to just come in and we'll do whatever." But I gotta make sure I get my check fixed next week because it was like 155 extra instead of 165 for that work that I'm doing. So all my money went into my bank account, and then I put $2,000 into my savings, and then I still have like $1,000 in my pay account. Then I need to use like pay bills and just general stuff for the week or whatever. I need to go to Walmart at some point. I need to go hunt around a little bit more for furniture. I need to do laundry. I have a giant stack of laundry next to you. You can't see it. It always smells like feet because I only change my... Well, I wear 2 pairs of socks, but then I only change my socks once a week. Because I don't want to do laundry very much. I don't know. It's a whole thing. But, yeah. It's just like such an unnecessary detail that nobody wants or cares about. But, yeah. My computer is together. Everything works. There's actually only 2 cords that require power to this computer, like one to the monitor, one to the PC. And there's not even a lot of cords that are going into the PC itself. There's like 2 cords for the monitor because one of the cords for the monitor powers me being able to use the keyboard. The mouse is wireless. I had it charging a little bit. The headset's in the other room just because I was charging it up because I'm not currently about to be playing anything. I'm just going to download a bunch of stuff. I couldn't remember. I guess I should have, but he said it's got 2 1 terabyte NVMe's or whatever in it, so I'm never gonna run out of space. And just loading the speed test compared to my computer, because I did it I think last night or something, and I did it today. The web page for the speed test on my computer takes about 15 seconds to load, or so. Like maybe it could be longer, right? On this computer, it was just like, bam, all the ads. You've seen everything, and then, yeah. And like I say, my download speeds are really good. I don't know, I didn't really ask what the speeds would be or this or that, but like, I have fiber internet, and it's like 350 down, and I don't know. But like, I'm excited slightly. I'm excited for how, nutty Apex or like whatever it might be, because yeah, I've never even played at like 165 hertz whatever. I'm about to play like 240. It's gonna be fun. I think I'm gonna have an entertaining few days off of work. I'm gonna go to my grandpa's grave. In reality, it's actually not that far away from where I am like currently right now. Not to say that like, okay, so like if I wanted to drive to just to town from here, it's like, alright, well, it's like 35 minutes, and then from there, I could drive for like another, probably half hour, 45 minutes, and then I'll be at his grave thing. I don't ever remember the name, I don't remember nothing, I just remember how to get there, because we've been going there for years. Before he was gone and after he was gone. Not so much after he was gone, I've only been there once or twice, but I'm gonna go, pay my respects, have a cry at his grave. I don't know. Try not to like look like a complete a-hole and just be like, did I do good? I don't know. Sometimes, well, I mean, not sometimes. I know that I'm doing too much, right? Like, I know that, like, I don't know. I go too far, I do too much, like, there's just too much. I don't know, it's hard to contain me. But, I still think he'd be proud of me. I'm starting to get anxiety because I forgot that I always wear shoes, and I don't have shoes on, or socks. And now I'm getting, like, anxiety about my feet. Because they're always just, they're nasty. They just live in socks all the time, and dirty, nasty boots, and, yeah. But I think I'm just gonna download stuff from my computer, gotta get ready. I gotta work tomorrow, and then after that, I'm gonna hit the store at some point on one of my days off. I'm going to go to my grandpa's gravesite. I'll probably hit the thrift stores on the way back from there, because again, I know where it is. I know the area. You know what I mean? Like I've been like around this area or whatever for so long, and I just know stuff. I know places, so we're gonna go hit a couple thrift stores around and see if I run across any cheapo furniture or anything cool that I'm like, oh, I'm bringing that home. So yeah, and I'll be paid for 2 of my days off. So I'm not losing anything. I'm really just like grinding about as hard as they'll let me. You know what I mean? I'd like to come in and do 12s if they let me, but they haven't let me do that yet, or I haven't asked. They probably would let me, and I probably shouldn't do that. If I work any more than I am currently, I'm gonna have to spend more money. I get just like, ugh. I don't know. I still want the SUV and the truck and whatever. So that's where about $10,000 could be allocated if I had $10,000 to allocate to something. But again, the house thing, I keep seeing houses pop up, man, like 15 to like 30, and some of them are acceptable living conditions. Yeah, I don't know. I just can't wait. I just hope I can hold it all together. Oh yeah, I think the psycho got fired from work. I don't know. He got like ran off or something, or he was like yelling and arguing with the supervisor, and he left at lunch. And he kept like walking by me like he wanted to do something, but I was just like, oh, I want no problem. I don't really care. So yeah, I'm gonna download 9 million things now, and then probably try to go to bed. I guess. I mean, it don't really matter. I need to finish unpacking the rest of my apartment and really like clean up, I guess. Oh god, when I say that, I guess I could do it right now. Or I have to do it tomorrow before work. Like I just kind of want to like get most of what I need done. So I'm not worried about anything other than just trying to chill out. I need to pay my electric tomorrow. And that'll be it. We'll be done. This is just like literally like a to-do list, task list of like what my day's been. That seems terrible, but I don't know. Like I say, part of me always wants to just like quit doing these completely because it's like, why even bother? And the other part of me is just like, that's super defeatist and like, I don't know. Does it really hurt me in any way to do these? Well, I mean, I guess yes, it could hurt me. You know, and it could change people's opinion of me or whatever. But like, I don't know. I just don't see like a reason not to do these, and then the potential progression that I hope for in a year or two. I mean, I've always hoped for progression, right? Like 5, 6 years. Like I can go back to the YouTube comment where I was like striving to do better or whatever, and it didn't really go well for me. So I was in the same place like 5 years later. So, but I can't keep the mindset that I'll always crash and burn again. It's like I have to try and build off of that, and even if you get scuff videos or you get crappy videos for another 6 months or a year or whatever, who cares? Like it's eventually maybe it'll transition into something better, or maybe it won't, or maybe it will just go away. I don't really know, but I just I feel like if I give up on it, that just seems like kind of I give up on everything, and I just don't know. I don't know. I have ideas, and I see the potential for something that I want from this, but I just don't know. Like, oh, again, I think thrift store stuff would be fun. Like, I literally, all I want to do with the rest of my life, I don't really want to fight people in the thrift store for, cool stuff. But if that's what I gotta do, that's what I gotta do. Like, I literally just want to hunt at the thrift store and find cool stuff and resell it and, like, make gaming content or, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I just want to enjoy myself. And I don't see a way, I don't know. Whether this goes into anything or not, if my life stays on somewhat of a track over the next 10 years, I will be retired, just kicking it at the house, collecting like, I don't know, $14,000, $15,000 a year in just whatever the thing is that gives you 7 to 9% back, with like guaranteed basically per year. Yeah. So I would just be sitting on that, and if I needed money, I would just work a crappy small job or do whatever. But like, there's no way. Yeah, I don't know. I have plans for myself, whether this works out to be anything or not, and realistically, whether it does become something or not is completely dependent on me. So, if you like the content, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like the content, don't. So, I will continue on with this until I decide that there's no point in it, and I absolutely suck at this, and it's taking way too much of my time and focus off of other more important things. But I don't have anything important going on. I got so much, I say I have so much time, but then I also never feel like I have time. So I don't know how I feel about it. But I appreciate you watching. If you somehow watched through this nonsense, yeah. I'm just going to sit here and get this computer working and doing all the things and do all the driver updates and make sure I'm synced up at, I'm actually at 240 hertz and just all the things. So that, when I hop on MW or whatever tomorrow or whenever I get on, I can just absolutely smash it and have some fun. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you. I hope you have a good day. I hope that tomorrow at work is a nice, chill day. Just go in there and kick it and have some fun. Yeah.